What's up everyone, it's Dusty Gogoat. Welcome back to my headcanon. Today I want to decipher what the Generation 9 legendary Pokemon are going to be. And there's one more thing that we'll touch on at the end. It's either a hint at the new battle mechanic or a new type altogether. Lumio's post on Twitter threw up this image of Eternatus. This is just from the cutscene of Sword and Shield when you beat the game. Eternatus is Scarlet and Violet, the actual colors. Scarlet and Violet. Wow, how did we miss this? It does seem pretty on the nose. I see in the comments some people are saying it's not technically Scarlet and Violet, it's actually like blue and red, but I went over to Cerebi and you can see right here, its normal version is very much violet and its shiny version is very much scarlet. The contrast is glaring. Now, who knows if this is actually like an intentional hint, but that's the thing. Eternatus is one of those legendary Pokemon that feel completely otherworldly. I mean, it truly is otherworldly. Its Pokedex entry says it was inside a meteorite that fell 20,000 years ago. There seems to be a connection between this Pokemon and the Dynamax phenomenon. So right there, it is not from planet Earth. It's not from the Pokemon world. Infinite amounts of energy pour from this Pokemon's enlarged core, warping the surrounding space-time. So there's another connection. To me, what this Pokemon looks like and reads like, based on its Dex entry, this sounds like an Ultra Beast. I think a lot of legendary Pokemon don't look like your typical Pokemon, especially Eternatus. I like to imagine that a lot of the ideas from Generation 7 that Game Freak may have wanted to continue in Generation 8 got lost due to time constraints, resource constraints from switching from development to the 3DS into the Switch. And maybe some of those ideas include Ultra Beast and the Aether Foundation, all of that research, all of that lore of these Pokemon from other worlds. My headcanon has always included Pokemon like Starmie and Staryu. I think those are Ultra Beasts. They don't have faces. And then that last Dex entry from Eternatus, warping the surrounding space-time. What does that sound like? That sounds like the space-time distortions from Pokemon Legends Arceus. You can see the space-time distortions have this rainbow effect going from Scarlet to Violet, right? Going from red, yellow, and blue. You can only imagine, what is that yellow color? Is that yellow color nothing? Or is that possibly the third legendary of Generation 9? And then if you even want to look at the opening of the space-time distortion, that looks like the core. That looks like the beating heart, the energy source within Eternatus's rib cage. We're all trying to figure out what the legendary Pokemon are going to be for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I think we might have cracked the code right here. This image, known as Indalo, depicts a man holding a rainbow above his head. The Indalo is a prehistoric magical symbol found in the cave of Los Letreros. It has been customary to paint these Indalo symbols on the front of houses and businesses to protect them from evil, and is considered to be a god totem. I don't know about you, but I can't help but make a connection between this word totem and the totem Pokemon of the Alola region in Generation 7, as well as the Tapu legendaries. Right now is Pokemon League season. If you don't want to miss a single rumor or leak, hit that subscribe button. Come on, hit the button. You know how this exchange works. The image of a rainbow pops up in so many places when we're looking to decipher what these legendary Pokemon are going to be for Generation 9 and what the meaning of Generation 9 is going to be, what the theme is, what the battle mechanic is going to be. Scarlet and Violet are on both opposite ends of the light spectrum, and Eternatus being in the same generation as the events of Pokemon Legends Arceus might be an indication that Eternatus is causing. Here's an idea. Every single time you start a Dynamax battle, right, you throw in a wishing piece and this giant blast of energy shoots into the sky. Who's to say it's not interfering in creating a space-time distortion in the past, in another dimension, wherever Pokemon Legends Arceus takes place? We have some more information here about the Indalo. Legend has it that the Indalo was a ghost that could hold and carry a rainbow. That is what that man is, so I guess it would be like the ghost of a man. Some people also believe that the story behind the symbol of the Indalo man is about a man who escapes in a cave to get away from the rain. Then when the rain stops, out comes the rainbow, and when the man walks away from the wall of the cave, the image is left there. Here's another image of the Indalo. You can see the rainbow, him holding the rainbow, and then an even bigger rainbow. And again, you can see it right here. There's red on one side, there's blue on the other side. I think if we go back, Soul Silver Art writes, what if the third legendary is based on the Indalo? Remember how in Pokemon Legends Arceus hinted at Generation 9? What Pokemon was the third legend and main antagonist? What if it's Ghost and Dragon, or based on this Ghost and Still Dark? A previous rumor suggested that the 3 legendary Pokemon of this game would be Fighting Dragon, Electric Dragon, and then a Dark Dragon 3rd legendary. I think a Ghost Rainbow Man adds up. I think Dark type is a nice substitute for the Ghost type that it is depicted as in Legend. So we've got all of this talk about rainbows and what it all might mean. I don't know how we missed this. So these 2 images, one is from the Scarlet and Violet trailer. It's the center of town, right, where you see all of these type elements, and right in the middle of that there's this broken, fractured, it's like right where the battlefield is, where the Pokeball is, and there's this fractured rainbow right at the top. You see that same image in a screenshot from Spikement Town in Sword and Shield, except it's on a flag. And to me, flags have always been a depiction of where you come from. It's some sort of representation of what your identity is. What that tells me is one of the characters in Spikement Town in Sword and Shield is from this Generation 9 region, and they brought this flag back with them. But what does it mean? Like, what is this broken rainbow flag mean? I think all of these rainbow hints are real. We gotta follow the rainbow. We made a whole video talking about what the battle mechanic could be. Personally, I think it's some sort of battle mechanic where the Pokemon gains an additional type. It'll work like Dynamax or like a Z move, where it's temporary. You can do it once per battle, but the Pokemon will gain another type. But I think what this actually might be, and what might indicate, is that there's gonna be 20 types in this game. Okay, so hear me out. My friend Rich showed me this on Instagram. The square inside of this town circle, okay, it's a rectangle. 2 sides are a little bit shorter than the other 2 sides. It's a battlefield, so it's gonna be longer, even though it's on the right side of this image. There are 6 types. I can only imagine that on the other side there's gonna be another 6 types. And then on the sides of the square that are shorter, so the one closest to us and furthest from us, you can see that there's 4 types. So if there's 4 on that side and 4 on this side, that's 4, 4 is 8, and then 6 and 6 is 12, that's 20. Currently, we have 19 types. Currently, in Generation 8, there are 19 types. If there are 20 elements in this square, that tells me that there is another type, whether that is the question mark type, or maybe it's a temporary type that only appears in battle. That very well could be a thing. People have been talking about the light type. Scarlet and Violet, we're talking about rainbows. It's all about the light spectrum. It could be light type, right? All of these pieces are starting to come together. And in this other image from Spikement Town, you can see there's a star on the left-hand side. It's the star that's in the logo of the Japanese Scarlet and Violet logo. And then on the right side again, there's that rainbow flag. There are so many pieces here that are starting to come together. All we need is another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trailer to give us a little bit of clarity to see what we're right about, what we're wrong about. Huge shout out to all the masterminds who have been working so diligently in their spare time on Twitter. Links will be in the description as always. I'd really love to hear what you have to say about all of this. Do you think Eternatus is a hint at Generation 9? Do you think Ultra Beasts are coming back? I personally would be very excited for a new type. I think we're due. It's been 10 years since the Fairy type was introduced. Thank you guys so much for watching, and good luck hunting.